Welcome back to Shots with Devin. Here we are with Samantha, our lovely and talented co-host. How are you, Samantha?
I'm good.
Good. Let's do some shots. What do you say?
All right, let's get to it.
Samantha's a very good photographer herself, so we're going to look at some of her images on the website. So we invite you at home to tune into devinshots.com, www.devinshots.com. If you're driving, you can catch this on the video later. The video will be posted on the website and you can follow along later. But keep listening because you'll still enjoy what we have to say. When you go to the website, you'll see a splash page and it says Get Shot. So just click on Get Shot and it will bring you to the home page. At the top, you'll see a link for WTBQ. And that will open up a page that says Today's Show. You just click on Today's Show and you'll see another link that says Today's Host. That would be you, Samantha. So we click on today's host, and we're going to look at some of Samantha's photos. And the first one, that's a nice shot. I think that's my favorite of the ones that you sent me.
Mine too.
Is it? Tell me what you like about that one.
I like that it's mysterious, like you're wondering where it is or something. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. You know what it is that makes that image mysterious?
The lighting?
Partly the lighting, yep, because you're not seeing a lot of detail with it's almost a silhouette. But if you notice right there in the center,
the reflection of the water.
Well, kind of. What it is, that's a technique called converging lines.
Okay.
See how the road line and also the lines from the tunnel, I guess it is, all convert into a focal point there.
Yeah.
So it draws your eye to that point. And then, like you said, now there's a reflection. You really don't know what's back there.
Yeah.
But the lines all lead your eye to that point. That's called converging lines. And so that's a very strong composition because all those lines point your eye to a specific point that's unknown. That's why you have the mystery.
Yeah.
So you know it's good, now you know why.
Yeah.
Right? I think what I would do with that image, the only thing that I would do is compose it a little bit different. If you take a piece of paper and you come from the top down and you start to bring it down, and you cut some of that sky out, it makes it even more interesting. So when you composed that, you could have maybe tilted the camera down a little bit, had more leading line in the bottom of the picture, less sky.
The road.
Right? But other than that, I mean, that's a great picture.
Thank you.
I really like that picture. Let's look at your next one. Your next one, that's pretty cool. Where is that?
I think, driving on the way to one of my doctor's appointments.
And you saw that really big sky, huh?
Yeah.
Great. What kind of camera do you use?
This was actually on my phone.
I had a feeling. And you know, when I was thinking about this, I said to myself, this is really a great lesson for everybody. Because you have your phone, you saw a great scene, you took the picture.
Yeah, see, most of the pictures I sent you were actually on my phone because I usually don't bring cameras with me everywhere, and I always have my phone with me, so I just take pictures of whatever I say. Yeah,
that's really excellent. I got to tell you, I'm a professional photographer. I got these big, giant pro cameras. I never carry them with me because they're too bulky.
Yeah.
So just a few weeks ago, I got this cheapo little camera. I actually had it on our photo shoot with our making the videos with it.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it now because now I have a camera with me all the time. So that's a nice lesson for our listeners to practice taking pictures. Use your phone, get a cheap little camera, keep it with you, and practice. Then you can go back and you can look at your pictures and see how you can make them better. And that's how you get better and better at photography.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you make any changes to that picture?
No.
No, of course not. It was perfect, right?
Yeah.
The only change I would make would be off the bottom and just not have that road in there. See that? You take that little bit of road out.
Yeah, that does make it better.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So again, in your camera, when you're composing it, you look at all four corners. We talked about that with Drew last week. You look at the whole viewfinder and say, okay, what does not need to be there? And you just adjust your camera a little bit. What you did well with this photo is that you did not put the horizon right smack in the middle. You lowered the horizon lower on the photo, and you got more sky. And that's good. There's a compositional rule with that. It's called the rule of thirds. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I have not.
If you take your viewfinder and divide it into thirds, either horizontally or vertically, and you put your subject on one of those lines, you get a stronger composition. So you instinctively did that with this picture. You'll see that your horizon is kind of where that one of those lines would be if you divide it into thirds.
Oh, yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
So you did that instinctively, and it makes for a strong composition, and it really calls your attention to the clouds and the interesting sky. Nice picture.
Thank you.
Now we'll look at the next two, because to me they go together. What's the story with these two?
I was at the reservoir with my sister, and I noticed that the reflection in the water was really pretty, and I love black and white pictures, so I just told her to get in the water, and I just took pictures of her.
They're great. They're
Yeah.
great. They got a great feel to them, right? Did you
Yeah.
direct her at all?
No, she was just dancing away.
Was she really?
Yeah.
So that's perfect for our listeners, because that's what kids do, right? They kind of just improvise, do their own thing, and you captured the moment.
Oh, she loves them.
Does she?
Yeah.
Now, you know what I would have done? I would have taken one more and made a series of 3.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Because then now if you print them and you put them on the wall and you have a series of 3, that's strong. That looks great on the wall.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have situations like that, a lot of times I'll think in my mind when I'm shooting about how are we going to present this photograph. And sometimes when you get a scene like this where it's very moody, there's no face, it's just the situation, and the composition is creating a feel. If you shoot in 3s, and you take the 3 best of that series, and you print them, put them on the wall, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can picture that.
Right? Yeah. All right, we have a couple minutes. Samantha and I did a photo shoot a couple of weeks ago. Samantha, you're an aspiring model, right?
Yes.
Yes. Very talented young lady. You're a model, you're a photographer, you're a poet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're also a very scary karate expert.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I'm very nice to you all the time, because I want to get beat up.
Yeah.
So what I did is I have a couple of images from your photo shoot. Samantha hasn't seen her proofs yet, so she's excited to see
So
these.
excited.
Okay, so here's Samantha's photo shoot. Scrolling down.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Remember seeing that in the back of the camera when we
I
were
do.
shooting? Doesn't it look better now even?
Yeah.
Wait till you see it printed.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's a really, really stunning photo. I really like that one. Here's another one.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
Now, do you remember the story of this photo?
Yep.
We're looking. If you're following on the website, we're looking at the picture of Samantha with her hands up against her face. What was the story with that? Do you remember?
With the lighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it took about 15 minutes for us to get the right lighting. It took a while, but it was worth it, I think.
Isn't that just a soft, feminine, beautiful photograph? I really like that one a lot. And then here's a nice headshot of you.
Oh, I love that one. That one's my favorite.
Isn't that cool, huh? Now, what do you see about your eyes there?
They pop. They're glazed. Like, they sparkle.
Yeah. Remember, you know why?
Because that lighting thing you were saying earlier.
Exactly. Those are the specular highlights, and look at how that brings that photograph alive.
It really does,
right?
Yeah.
So that's why you want to use the light properly outside. You use that flash, or in this case, we used a reflector, and you bounce the light back into your face, and it really makes it come alive, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to take another short break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about a little bit of a lesson that Samantha was part of. We're going to talk a little bit about posing, how to pose correctly. That's good whether you're on either end of the camera. So stay tuned. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.